Are you having an existential crisis? Do you not know who you are and your purpose in life? Well, join the club. Okay, so you're freaking out. You don't know what you're supposed to be doing. You don't even know what direction to go. Well, I just want to start by saying that's good. That's really good that you have this tension, this, yearning to be more, to do more, to give, to create, to have purpose in your life. This is good. Number one, this is really, really good, because if you did not have this tension, like, you would just be totally content with your life and be like, yep, this is fine. This is totally fine. And maybe you're not fine, but you would just be content with cruising. And there's nothing wrong with cruising. It just sounds really boring. But that tension point is important, and it will never go away, which is also good, because if you're already trying to figure out your purpose and where you're heading and you're going and so on and so forth, like, it's not going to ever stop. Once you check one box, you're going to have another tension point, and it's healthy. This is good. You're in a good spot. This is really powerful to be in this tension spot, because you want more out of your life. You're not happy with just coasting. So I just want to say that it is good that you feel this. Do not feel bad or beat yourself up that you don't know. Start by congratulating yourself that you even feel like there should be something more. That's great. Great. Number one. Number two, I want to talk about fuck yes energy and fuck no energy. It's pretty obvious. Like, if it's a fuck yes, yes. If it's, and then everything else is, it's a no. Like, if it's not a fuck yes, it's a no. So just keep that in the back of your mind. We're going to be trying to make decisions that fill our soul with a je ne sais quoi, if you will. Something more beyond, if you will. Number three, the whole world right now is going through an entire existential crisis / awakening. Like, we are all a mess. So I just want you to know that it is not just you that feels like that. It is everyone. And it's also our structures, our governments, the ways that we know to be are crumbling. And yes, that is terrifying, but it's also very exciting to be a part of a transformative world. Not just your country, not just you, not just your family and friends, but the entire world. You can see it crumbling before you. This isn't working anymore. And with this crumbling existential crisis that the entire world is going through, means that the possibilities are endless for how the world can be. And we're transforming from the age of Capricorn, structures, rules, regulations, government systems, everything in order, to transforming into the age of Aquarius, expansion, weirdness, like humanitarianism. Like, Aquarius energy is weird and wacky and like not normal. And so this is the energy that we are transferring into. You can see it already. Look at people who make a living on Instagram, on YouTube, like 20-year-olds that are rich. Like, the world and the structure is changing. You don't need to go to college to get a job. That structure, for example, is breaking. It's not working anymore. We're changing the way the system works. And you can even look at like robotics. Like we have robots doing things that a minimum wage worker would do. So things are shifting and changing, and it's not just you. Not just you. It's everyone. Number 4, I'd like you to make a list of things that interest you. Tarot, astrology, a certain type of music, fashion, a certain type of fashion, technology, wilderness, painting, drawing, exploring, roller skating, sailboating, whatever it is. I want you to make a list of some things that you think are really cool or interesting, or that just fascinate you, topics even. Doesn't have to be an active thing. It doesn't have to be like, I need to learn the guitar. It could be like, I want to learn about quantum physics, which is an awesome topic if you want. A really deep, intense topic, really cool. So now that you have this list, I want you to kind of rate each item like from 1 to 10, like how much does this fascinate me, like, and go through each one and rate them. And I want you to pick whatever rates the highest. Number 1, whatever rates the highest. If there are 2, just pick one. Just pick one. Okay? You can always come back to this list. It will always be there. Number 5, give it a timeline. You need to start keeping track of mile markers. And so I want you to check in with yourself at 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months from the start date. And at each one of these check-ins, you're going to ask yourself, do I still find this topic fascinating? Does this fill my soul with that je ne sais quoi? Have I progressed in this? Have I gotten better, And what have I learned from this topic? Or what have I expanded within myself from this topic? You don't have to continue it. If you find at month 1, you're like, this is horrible. I don't enjoy this. I mean, I recommend giving anything at least 3 months, but if you find it completely unbearable, don't torture yourself. But at 3 months, which I think is a perfect time to give something enough chance to learn the skill, to grow the skill, the knowledge, whatever, at 3 months, ask yourself, is this worth exploring more or ending? If you say yes, great, move to 6 months and a year and maybe a year and a half, and just keep going. If you get to a point where you're like, ugh, does not serve me anymore, or it's not fulfilling that need, and it's not because you're not good at it, because you're going to be terrible when you start something. Is it worth continuing? No. Perfect. You now know. You can check it off that list, and now go to whatever the second thing was that kind of interest you, that rated really high, and start the process all over again. Now, you might be asking, doesn't this feel like a waste of time? No, it doesn't, because how ultimately will you know if you like that thing if you don't try? And you're not going to manifest your purpose into your life by just sitting and doing nothing. So it's better to know that thing, no, I don't like it, or yes, that thing is yes, than sitting around and just waiting. So you have to take the action, and you just have to pick something to start on to really get the flow going. And not everything that you learn is going to be wasted, because even if it's a no to the item that you're learning, you can take so much from that. Maybe it was you learned a new skill, and so you yourself, your depth of yourself grew a little bit more with knowledge, with consistency, with determination. Like, so anything that you do is never wasted. And number 6, stay consistent and allow yourself to make mistakes and be really bad. Especially at the beginning, you're gonna be really bad and sloppy and messy, but allow yourself to go on that journey and make those mistakes and be really clunky and clumsy and like awful. Like, just allow yourself that space to explore and express. And so those are just some brief little tips to hopefully get you inspired to find that purpose, to find your calling, to find the path forward, or to at least find the next right step forward. Because the journey is long and the mountains are tall and we got a long way to go, baby. Now we're going to do the really fun pick a card portion. So here we are going to have group 1, 2, and 3. Timestamps are going to be listed down below if you want to fast forward to your group. Okay, group 1, if you chose this amethyst, this is going to be your reading for purpose. Let's see what the tarot cards have to say for you. Ooh, we got the Hierophant. We have the Moon. And we have 10 of Pentacles. I see for you, there's definitely some kind of teaching here, especially with the Hierophant. It's very much like, and it doesn't have to be literally a school teacher. It could be something, like I said, Age of Aquarius. It doesn't have to be the old way of thinking. It can be the new way of thinking. What is a teacher? It could be even like a fitness coach, tarot reader. It could be this, like what I'm doing. There is this kind of educational purpose linked to like your purpose. But there's this this need to educate, to help people grow, to help people learn, to help people see the truth, see this other way. You could be one of the people that it's going to help this world kind of transform and transfer into, this new way of being. Like, you could be a tarot reader, you could be a spiritual teacher, therapist, even like a body positivity person. There's a lot. Again, new way of thinking. It's not going to be an old structure. It's going to be a brand new structure, but there's something about like using your intuition and your kind of wisdom and your gifts to be able to help other people through perhaps a similar journey or situation or whatnot. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles. So yeah, you're looking to build a foundation, perhaps like even a retreat or a school or a place of gathering, a place of being. Like you want to create not just a teaching, but you want to create a place, perhaps where people gather, perhaps even like an online community can be. Don't take everything so literal, but there's this need to create a safe place for people to express themselves, to be themselves, to learn, to grow, anything like that. So you're going to be some kind of helper, education, growth, expansion. Let's see what the last and final card is. Parenting, yeah, and not in the literal sense. It could even be, it could be your job to raise children or to help children or to parent, to guide. And it doesn't have to be just children, because we're all wounded children deep down inside, but there is this need for you to nurture and take care of and help people shift something in their life. So that's linked to your purpose. I hope that gave you some clarity and guidance to where you need to go, and be gentle with yourself. Until next time, take care of yourself. Bye. Group 2, if you chose this like chevron-y amethyst, this is your reading about your purpose in life. So let's see what the tarot cards have to say for you today. We have, starting with the 9 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Page of Cups. So yeah, there is, I just keep on getting like victim mentality here. Not to shame you or to push you down, but whatever you've been through is linked to your purpose. That's kind of what I'm trying to get at it. And as soon as you can kind of convert yourself from the victim mentality into learning what the deeper learning is here, instead of blaming others, I think there will be a clear path. There we go. English. Can't speak. Maybe it has to do with perhaps using your voice more, stating how you feel, what you want, who you are, anything in that regards. But as soon as you get out of your own way and stop falling victim, there's going to be like things creating and opening and transforming. We have the Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. So it's definitely something that you're curious about. I think you're really at the beginning stages of this quest, if you will. I think you are transforming like out of this mentality, this stuck, stagnant, woe is me, everything's horrible. Yes, it is, but do you want to live in that, or do you want to transform it into something better? So I think you're like a little baby on your journey. Maybe not literally, maybe you're older, that's fine. That's not what we're talking about, but there is this brand new beginning, and I feel like inspiration will come to you when you start following your heart and your guidance and your intuition. There is a need for you to be more honest and open to what really fills your heart and not your pocket, because the pocket filling will come at a later date. So whatever it is, it needs to come from a place of your heart and what feels true and feels good. There's not much specifics here, but it needs to be something that comes from a place of love and truth and peacefulness, instead of a place of your ego. So I think there's a little bit of a transformation journey still happening here, but there will be inspiration points coming in as soon as you let go and just drop into a state of love, into making choices with your heart, and less about the ego and the head and the brain. Doorways, shifts, coincidences, people coming into your life will start happening in a really peaceful way. Let's see what else we have for you. Intuition. Yeah, listening to that inner knowing, that inner guidance, that little whisper of a voice. Wouldn't it be lovely if it was louder? Then you'd listen to it. But yeah, you need to go within to get quiet more often and listen to your intuition, and really start practicing following your intuition and what feels good. What feels good and feels right and feels like the right next step. Let your intuition guide you. That's That's it. I know you probably want something a bit more concrete, but your intuition is pretty darn concrete. Like, if it feels good, if you leave a situation or a person or place or thing and you just get the heebie-jeebies or you feel creeped out, like, don't do that. But if you feel good and it comes from your heart, go for it. All right, that's all I have for you. Until next time, take care of yourself. Bye. All right, group 3, if you chose this pale amethyst, this is your reading for your purpose. Let's start with tarot cards, see what they got to say. Oh, interesting. We have the 6 of Pentacles. We have the 9 of Cups here. And Page of Wands. I see you giving, obviously here, giving, but like perhaps, you know, to be a philanthropist or to just volunteer your time to give, there's like a giving nature linked to your purpose. Like a giving of your time, your energy, your voice, your energy even. Like, it could even be something as simple as like being that person that people look up to. But there's like a giving of the heart. Perhaps there is some kind of foundation or thing that you want to create to give, and it doesn't have to be like a crazy, like, I must save all the children. It could be, but it could even be something as simple as creating a place, a store, a group, perhaps, like maybe like a group for women. There's like a giving energy here, a giving from the heart, if you will. There will be a point of inspiration here coming soon, pretty soon. Like, something will spark you, if it hasn't already, to be like, I've always felt a call to work with XYZ, or to really help people be able to overcome a drug addiction, like whatever it is, and you're going to spin it on its head and use it to give with 2, 4. Yeah, there is this, it'll fuel you with fire, with so much passion and excitement that you're like, I have to figure out how to do this, how to go in this direction, because this feels 100% correct and 100% right. And yeah, there's some kind of giving nature, and people start to look up to you. Like, you are respected because of what you can give and do and help people with and through. Wow, the English is just so let's get one final card. Ooh, we have Pride. Yeah, your confidence in knowing that you can do it, yes, but there is also this energy of the sky's the limit. I trust the universe to guide me and to provide. Perhaps you need a big capital to start whatever the thing is you're doing. There will need to be baby steps, but the confidence behind this, maybe that's tied to what you are giving. Perhaps you're starting to give people confidence and belief in themselves. There is this energy of, I just see like a really respected energy, like an Oprah character, you know, just like no one hates Oprah, right? Oprah's amazing, like, and she came from nothing and grew herself to this standard where she is just a boss. Like, she's prideful, like, but she's not egotistical, you know? She knows who she is and what she can give and what she can do. So that's the kind of energy I get for your purpose. So that's all I have for you, group number 3. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, take care of yourself. Bye.